After an entire season of training, it's time to roll on out to Atlantic City 70.3. Let's do it! You got it. Chaos out there. So I'm in Toronto, in between Winnipeg and Philadelphia, and then I drive to Atlantic City for the race, and it's just like an hour layover, so I've got just enough time to do just a little bit of mobility. I like to travel with a few things. I'll show you. So first thing, I like to travel with just a regular tennis ball, smash my foot down on it, and then I grind a knuckle in there. See how that happens? You just grind that knuckle in between the toes. And this will help loosen up all of the blood pooling that happens in your feet when you travel. And then next, I just like to travel with a spiky ball. And with the spiky ball, all I do is just do what you do with a spiky ball. Just put my foot on it and roll. Those are less exciting than this. Right in here. A portable travel foam roller. So this here is just, I think it's a Rogue Fitness foam roller that's about 4 inches in diameter, about 12 inches long, and it just fits ever so nicely, widthwise, in my backpack. And it helps roll out some of that tightness that gets built up by sitting in a seat for a few hours. Ooh. Because the last thing I want to do is get to a race or wherever I'm traveling to, and then all of a sudden I've got to spend 2 days just loosening up and recovering. I got to get in. Well, it's Thursday right now, race is Sunday, so I got to get in and be ready to go, like boom. All right. This is the one where people start looking at me funny. Very funny. I'm not laughing. Whew. Well, Trainiacs, I am now here in Atlantic City. Got a good snooze tonight. It's just excellent king-size bed. As it is right now, we have 2 issues. One a little bit more major than the other. The first one is that I had a blowout in my main racing Roka wetsuit, the Roka Maverick X. But that's not a huge issue because I've still got this, the Roka, come on. The Roka Maverick Comp, which I still really like. Like, I use this for training in a whole pile of swims that I do throughout the year, and it's still got the really nice flexible shoulders. Like, I recommend that this is actually a wetsuit that a lot of people should get as their first wetsuit because it is basically everything that the higher end Roka wetsuits have, but it's just a little bit big on me. So that means that I'm gonna carry a little bit of water in this area right here, and maybe just be a tad slower in the swim. But then the second more major issue is that I got no bike. And apparently they're not sure where it is because it cleared customs in Toronto. Good. Then I show up here, not here. It's not listed as coming on any other flights. However, there were 2 flights last night, was on neither of them. NTK has been back home calling, and they say that apparently it's supposed to be on a flight right now. But I don't know. And I got hey, the ocean. So that's what's up. We got some struggles. I don't know. I might turn this into a swim in the ocean run kind of day. Oh! Trainiac meetup a little bit later. That'll be fun. So I think this is the start of the race. Over here, and I want to say that we all jump onto this dock and then swim that way, turn around, come back, swim up, and then all over here is the transition. The transition's huge. It's enormous. And later today we go just over here for Trainiac meetup and expo check-in and all that. It's windy today. You can probably hear. I think technically this means I'm at the Jersey Shore. I know that the true Jersey Shore is like an hour away, but Kim and I have been rewatching the entire series of Jersey Shore. I'm counting it. I'm counting it as I've been at the Jersey Shore. Well, that was fun. Did a 30-minute run and saw some people, and people yelled at me saying, "Taren, get some rest." That was cool. What I like to do in the week leading up to the race is intensity stays the same, but volume comes down. So instead of like a 60, 75-minute run there, that was a 30-minute run, and I just had 5 2-minute sections above race pace. We call those primers. And later today when I do the bike, do the same thing. Also, met my man Tony, volunteer at the finish line. Said hi. Solid dude. Check this out. That right there, that's my ride for the week. I was rolling around the Enterprise rent-a-car parking lot, and they're like, "Well, what are you in the mood for?" I'm like, "I don't know, an SUV usually." And they're like, "We got lots." I have wanted to drive a Jeep since I was about 14. Once I grab me some groceries, I can open windows, I can eat, gone for a run. There's nothing holding me back. Nothing. So part of the reason why I come into races so early is because I don't have to worry about eating well in places that it's hard to find what I want. So because I've packed most of the really important stuff that I need, I just kind of need a couple of snacks. So I come and I grab a little bit of almond butter, a little bit of potato salad. Cold potatoes is a resistant starch, so it's really, really good for the gut. And it's a couple days preceding a race, so I'll start having a little bit of carbs. And then a little bit of post-race snacks. I like me my Reese's. I like me my Lifesaver gummies. And then I love fizzy water. Grab some just little bit of pop for after the race. Grab a little bit of just slightly green bananas. And we're good. Set. I gotta hurry and get this over with. Get to the meetup.
Great race, Stephen. My name is Patrick. Thanks,
Patrick. I appreciate it, man.
Okay, so why do people say that? Like, I've got so many damn messages from people about how this is like an awesome race. What is it about DelMo and Ironman that makes this race so good?
Number one, I think, well, it's the same reason why you're successful, really, at the end of the day. Like, you love what you're doing. You would not be doing what you're doing if you truly did not love what you do, and I absolutely love what I do. I mean, I can't imagine myself doing anything more. And at the end of the day, we're always trying to get better. Every race, it's never the same. There's always little improvements that we're making, and I gotta tell you, Ironman's the same exact way. I mean, they bring the trailers, the expertise that comes with the crew, and when you mix that with like a local company that, I don't do a race further than 90 miles from my house, and because you're embedded in that community, they see you everywhere. You make connections at other races and things like that, and I believe people can vibe that energy, man. You can't fake that.
What's the course like? Like, have you intentionally made it super fast? Because it seems super fast.
It's a fast course. We made it the way it is because I had to come up with a 56-mile bike course that didn't screw up the airport. So it took like 6 weeks, but we figured it out. And so it just so happens it's exactly 56 miles within 10 miles of Atlantic City, within an urban environment at the end of the day. And that doesn't happen too often. A lot of events are out in the country somewhere where this is Atlantic City, New Jersey, 20,000 hotel rooms, 8 world-class properties, boardwalk. I mean, you got a lot going on around here.
Yeah,
and
we're a mile from the hotel.
Yeah, and we have dedicated lanes on the expressway, and other roads are completely shut down. I mean, we're lucky. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, one crisis fixed, the other crisis still in play. Okay, so, I mean, that was great with the meetup, and like lots and lots of people came and said hi. That's awesome. Super pumped to be here. Got to hang out with Steve Del Monte. I met him at Triathlon Business International a year and a half ago, and I've been hearing awesome things about his races since that time. That's why I came here, and to try to rip a really fast bike, run, swim, all put together, but I still got no bike. Roka has set me up with a new wetsuit, and I can just go to the expo and they're gonna set me up with a new wetsuit to fix that, but I still got no bike. That upsets me. Hi, I have a bag that I've been trying to track down since last night. It came and arrived in Philadelphia this morning and was supposed to be delivered by 2 o'clock today, and it's not here.
Okay. Well, I'm really sorry about that, sir. Can you give me a file reference number so I can check that?
Yep.
And you're calling on behalf of the passenger?
Nope, I am the passenger.
You're Mr. Taren Kessel?
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Kessel, just a minute.
So while we're waiting on this, let's assume that I get the bike and let's do a pre-race briefing for plans for this race. Ideally, I want to do maybe a 30-minute swim. I'm going to take the swim as like a 7 to 8 out of 10. The bike, I'm going to try to hold the same watts that I did in Puerto Rico, but hopefully it'll take a lot less out of me. So I'm going to try to shoot for 225 to 230 watts. And that bike on this course being really fast should be somewhere around 215 to 218. Then on the run, if I've biked a lot less and not quite smashed up my legs as much, I want to hopefully get close to a 130. So what we're talking here, add in some longer transitions, because there are some fairly long transitions from what I saw today, We're talking somewhere in the 420 to 425 range. But can that happen? It depends a lot on the wind. Depends on the current in the swim. There's a little bit of current. Depends on the heat. Depends on, can I perform? I said that to somebody at the meetup today. I was like, yeah, somewhere in the 420s. And they're like, oh, wow, 420. Can't imagine that. Like, I still have to do it. So it's not just as easy as saying it. But what's going on through my head right now? That. Do you ever wonder if when you're not with it, if your bike is thinking about you too?
So I called up the airport, and the airport agent said they have already sent the bag out for delivery. The bag is already out for delivery right now.
The bag is out for delivery?
Yes, the bag is already picked up from the airport.
Did you say evening or 8 p.m.?
Evening.
Evening. Okay. All right. So I will hopefully be able to see my bike and hug it by the evening.
Sure.
Can I hug it? Sure. Oh, that got her. So that's what's up, Trainiacs. Tomorrow is the day before the race. I hopefully am going to have to do just a small bike, 30 minutes. I'll try to build up my bike sometime in the evening tonight and have it ready for the morning so I can make sure that it's rolling nicely tomorrow. And it's unfortunate because I was supposed to do an hour ride today and a half-hour ride tomorrow, but I'm probably only going to have time for a half-hour ride tomorrow. Don't really know if I should be doing some openers, primers on that bike or not tomorrow. Probably not. All right, you know what? When it comes right down to it, this is all just part of racing. It's a matter of time before I add bike problems because I have really never had a big issue like this, and the amount of time that I travel with the bike, it's bound to happen. Sucks that it happens, but it's bound to happen. So hopefully the next time you see me, I will be racing, and it'll be a race video, and that's that. So I'm going to sign off, and let's hope that my bike shows up in the evening, and that somewhere in that 420-ish kind of range. 420, 425, 429, somewhere with a 4-2 in front of it. I'll be very happy. Thanks to everyone for coming out and saying hi. Awesome luck in all your races. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Let's hope for this bike. Later.